There's a church on the corner of the street in my town, where the blind lead the blind to salvation. They surrender their wills and their $10 bills to the sky. And it's one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for some. And the melting pot's only got soup if you follow the one. And they'll fill your bowl if you sell your soul. And the spirit world is floating by, and you will live and you will die, and no one knows exactly why the spirit world's still fighting. Oh. Palestine lives in confusion while Israel burns in the night, and they all want the same, just a place they can claim as their home. Oh, and they pray to the same God above them, who is looking down on the destruction, and how proud he must be of the death and debris and the blood that is shed in his honor. And the spirit world is floating by, and you will live and you will die, and no one knows exactly why the spirit world's still fighting. When Allah spoke words to Muhammad, he delivered a message of peace, and it spread through the land, but then died by the hands of a few. Now any brown man is feared as a killer, and he's got no idea why. He's just making a living and taking and giving and doing the best that he can. Oh, oh. And the spirit world is floating by, and you will live and you will die, and someone knows exactly why the spirit world's still fighting. Oh. There's a church on the corner of the street in my town, where the blind lead the blind to salvation. Here's one for dreamers who took that step. Here's one for every time they jumped without a net. Here's one for misfits who broke the rules, who feared the boredom more than scorn or ridicule. You're scared to fly in the endless sky, when the voices say that there's no way you'll ever make the grade. Say you try and you fall from high. When the sun is set, will you regret the fall, or the times you did nothing at all? Here's one for magic that lives within, foreseeing seeing beauty in the commonest of things. Here's one for passion without restraint, to those who stumble to the ground and feel no shame. You're scared to fly in the endless sky, when the voices say that there's no way you'll ever make the grade. Let's say you try and you fall from high. When the sun is set, will you regret the fall? The times you did nothing at all. Failure's always an option, but doubt's the fatal toxin that leaves your dreams to wither on the vine. Why is your brain refusing? What are you scared of losing? If you don't try, you'll fail every time. You're scared to fly in the endless sky, when the voices say that there's no way you'll ever make the grade. Let's say you try and you fall from high. When the sun is set, will you regret the fall, or the times you did nothing at all? In 1912 I was only a boy, hardly 10 years old. The summer was dry, the sun in the sky, where secrets burn like matches. In my Sunday best I went down for a walk to Billy Barnum's house. He was alone, no one was home, so I had an idea. I said to Billy, let's go walking down in the ravine. There's no one here for miles, so we never will be seen. If your folks are in Peoria, they won't be back for hours, so let's go have some fun. We walked down through the tangle of trees. I lost my bearings twice, but then we emerged the top of the earth and watched in silent wonder. We stood tall on the edge of the bridge. A gust of wind blew through. I stumbled and weaved and reached for a sleeve to try and find my balance. Billy lost his footing and he slipped off of the edge. He caught himself with one hand on an overhanging ledge, but his strength would only last him for a minute, maybe two. But then he crashed down in the river. He crashed down in the river. shallow grave on the outskirts of town is where I laid him down. A secret it stayed, what happened that day with me and Billy Barnum. With me and Billy Barnum. By my window, rainbow singing at my door, and the Georgia pines and dandelions are bobbing in the careless summer breeze. Sunshine skipping on the sidewalk, sunshine not as bright as you. When you shattered free, you blinded me, and now I'm seeing stars around my head. And it's all I know. You're the afterglow that never fades. Tadpoles squiggle in the water, tadpole dancing toward the light. From a pollywog into a frog in 20 seconds flat. Well, how about that? Mayfly skimming on the water, mayfly only for the day. And if love is just a fleeting whim, then why is it you never dimmed away? And it's all I know. You're the afterglow that never fades. After all these years of living in your shadow, shining like the sun. But I never try to close my eyes, I never want to hide you in the dark. Oh, and it's all I know. You're the afterglow that never fades.